Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl, BeeSparrow, Buzzz Tweet Talk Radio. How y'all doing today? I'm doing just fine. I'm thankful to be amongst the living, and if you are within the sound of my voice, I'm thankful that you are amongst the living too. All praises to the Most High Yah. Thankful for this weather. All the ice is melting. It's not too cold outside, not too hot. It is just right. Wanted to talk about TD Jakes a little bit. He's in the news again, y'all. Remember that guy that was did the interview that said he was groomed by TD Jakes? I can't think of the guy's name that did the interview. Larry, y'all know who I'm talking about. But anyway, let me go and fetch my article. I'll be right back. Okay. Well, all right.
BeeSparrow, 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 BeeSparrow. Yo, dog, it's BeeSparrow. Like, share, and subscribe. This belief is gonna bring it live. Information, world news, current events, the source. Accurate as a fingerprint. A cool sister, a force for the people. Attacking real enemies, strategy that's lethal. There will be no sequels, so get the tickets. A cool place for you to sit back and kick it. We'll be fiction. Dialogue till we get to the bottom of it. We can agree to disagree, hate it or love it. Either way, she's sitting and talking like an arrow. Introducing ladies and gentlemen, BeeSparrow.
Yes, y'all, TD Jakes is in the news again. Y'all know rumors have been circulating about him for the past few years, right? And we have Celestial, the prophetess. Well, I don't want to call her a prophetess, but Celestial, the teacher on YouTube, has some things to say about TD Jakes that came to pass. Like, she prophesied that the Most High told her that these pastors are going to be fainting behind the pulpit, going to start having heart attacks, going to start dying even on the pulpit. And I saw videos of TD Jakes fainting over the pulpit and Marlon Winans. So yeah, mega church pastor TD Jakes brought a defamation claim in November 2024 against a former pastor, saying explosive allegations of a decades-old sexual assault were false. I don't know why this man would go through all the trouble. And he gave us an outline of how things started from where he was involved with one pastor and all the way up to TD Jakes when he was a young man. This happened to him. And that former pastor, Dwayne Youngblood, 58, accused Jakes, 67, in a podcast last year of attempting to corner and involuntary kiss him over 40 years ago. Last month, Youngblood filed a motion to strike the defamation complaint. His brother Richard filed an affidavit in support of Dwayne's motion and claimed that the mega church donor preyed upon him years ago when they shared a hotel room during a ministry bed, alleging similar conduct to his brother's original accusation. Richard wrote in his affidavit, Jakes secured a room with 2 beds in it, and we went to the room for the night. That night, while I was laying in my bed, I felt Elder Jakes climb into my bed. He pressed his body against mine and asked, "Youngblood, do you feel that?" He was referencing his erection and that he was pressing against my backside. He was referencing his erection that he was pressing against my backside. TD Jakes, people have been suspecting you for years, bro. You might as well come on out. Anyway, that ain't my business. I got up out of bed in complete shock as he also got up from the opposite side and met me. He grabbed me by my arms and pulled me to him and started trying to kiss me. At this point, I could not believe what is happening to me. But it had already happened to you before by another elder or another pastor. You was like passed around, sir. So why all of a sudden you get with TD Jakes and you don't want to do this no more? Anyway. Jakes denied the initial allegations that gave rise to his defamation claim and those of the brothers in support of the motion to strike. He branded their claims a campaign of lies and said the brothers were trying to extort $6 million from him and insisted he has never harbored carnal desires for these men. So, let me get this straight. Jakes, who is 67, filed a defamation action over an allegation by former Pastor Dwayne Youngblood, 58, over conduct 40 years ago before his older brother, Richard Edwin Youngblood Sr., 62, made his own allegations in an affidavit last month. So, TD Jakes, you attempted to molest both of these brothers. Allegedly. Jakes also have been named in the Sean Diddy Combs allegations. And they were a campaign, he said it were a campaign of lies. He said the same thing, a campaign of lies, and insisted that he never harbored carnal desires for any man. Well, he said for these men. He didn't say any man. So anyway, Jakes has a net worth estimated at over $20 million and is best known as the senior pastor at the Potter's House, a mega church in Dallas, Texas, that is the 10th largest in the U.S., with a weekly attendance of around 17,000 people. Wow, 17,000 people listen to this fake man. Anyway, he is an advocate of sexual abstinence in his teachings, and in 2015, President Barack Obama praised him, telling Variety, what makes Bishop Jakes special is that no matter your station in life, he's there to speak with you, to pray with you, and to see you as an equal in the eyes of God. Richard Youngblood's affidavit detailing his alleged experience in a hotel room was filed to support his younger brother Dwayne's motion to strike the defamation complaint, with several other men also making sworn affidavits to support Dwayne's motion. Larry Reed, that's who I'm talking about, y'all. Larry Reed. That's where I saw the video of Youngblood. Okay, well, let me finish reading it. It's going to tell you, after serving time in prison for sexual offense of a minor, Youngblood first came forward in October in podcast interviews with Larry Reed with claims Jakes assaulted him when he was 18 or 19 years old. And he turned around and did the same thing to a young man that his mother, the young man's mother, reached out to this pastor to see if he could, be a mentor to his son, to her son. And he ended up molesting the little boy. And he admits it. He admits it now. He'll talk about it now. He said he regretted, and he has been, quote, saved, unquote, and that he doesn't have that desire to touch little boys anymore. But after serving time in prison, like I said, for sexual offense of a minor, Youngblood first came forward in October in podcast interviews with Larry Reed with claims that Jakes assaulted him when he was 18 or 19 years old. He claimed that the attack came after he had been speaking with Jakes for around 2 hours at the home of an elderly female clergywoman when Jakes tried to kiss him. The next morning, Youngblood claimed Jakes called his home, and while sitting in a bathtub, intimated that he wanted a relationship. He says to me, without any hesitation, there's 3 things I need you to do. The first one is, when I come to Pittsburgh, you're going to be the only person I sleep with, Youngblood claimed to read. The second one is, you can't sleep with anybody else because I don't want to give my wife anything. And thirdly, I will take care of you for the rest of your life. Days later, Jake said Youngblood's attorney sent him a letter demanding $6 million to resolve this matter quickly and privately. Otherwise, he will bring a lawsuit against Jake for sexual assault and harassment, reports the Christian Post. I mean, his brother's going to divide that $6 million. honey. $3 million a piece. Anyway, according to the Daily Mail.com UK, Jakes said that the allegations was not only ludicrous, but it is a bald-faced lie. To be clear, while I occasionally traveled to Pennsylvania around 1986 to preach at area churches that were part of the Greater Emmanuel International Fellowship Network, I never tried to corner, grab, or kiss any teenager. Jakes wrote, I never phoned Dwayne Youngblood to proposition him for sex in exchange for financial support, and I never groomed, sexually abused, sexually assaulted, or engaged in predatory conduct of a sexual nature towards Dwayne Youngblood. I never apologized to Youngblood for any such conduct because it did not happen. Dwayne claimed in the motion to strike Jake's defamation suit that since he came forward last year, he had been receiving threats from individuals associated with plaintiff, including his son. In response to the motion, Jakes fervently denied the allegations against him and submitted an 8-page affidavit. Of course he's going to deny it. I have reviewed the affidavits of Dwayne Youngblood and Richard Youngblood submitted in support of the motion to dismiss. The statements in these affidavits purport to describe situations where I harbored carnal desires for these men. These statements are knowingly and flagrantly false. He wrote, I am repulsed by these defamation accusations and the $6 million extortion letter I received from Dwayne Youngblood's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn. Oh Lord, not Tyrone Blackburn. Damn it, man. For years I have been counseled to ignore the constant stream of low-level smears against my reputation. However, the emotional and physical toll of this coordinated campaign of lies designed to damage my reputation and legacy has become overwhelming. The pain it has caused my wife of 43 years and my 5 children, whom I have always loved, nurtured, and provided for, is simply too much to bear. Every person has a breaking point. I have reached mine. I authorized the lawsuit because I can no longer remain silent. Jakes also said Richard was making his claims because he was trying to get revenge for Jake's refusing to give him a job. He hasn't been able to maintain a job. He has multiple children with different women and a felony conviction for failure to pay child support. It's difficult to respect a man who doesn't take care of his children, Jake said in the affidavit. In all my years, I have never initiated a lawsuit against anyone. We filed this lawsuit against individuals who were supposed to be men of God, but are clearly not. So there you have it. Listen, TD Jakes, if you're doing these things, it's going to come out in the open. So you might as well quit or either come out. It's your girl, BeeSparrow. Let me know what y'all think. Buzzz Tweet Talk Radio. Y'all, holla at y'all girl, okay? Well, alright.
BeeSparrow. 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 Yo, dog, it's BeeSparrow. Like, share, and subscribe. This week's gonna bring it live. Information, world news, current events, the source. accurate as a fingerprint. A cool sister, a force for the people, attacking real enemies, strategy that's lethal. There will be no sequels, so get your tickets. A cool place for you to sit back and kick it, or get it fiction. Dialogue to begin to the bottom of it. We can agree to disagree, hate it or love it. Either way, she's sitting and talking like an arrow. Introducing ladies and gentlemen, BeeSparrow.